Hello, I'm Linda. I'd like to tell you about the book I'm working on at the moment. It's called Speedy, Sprat, an illustrated children's story. It tells the story of a small fish who lives in the Manukau harbour with his parents. They sit and watch the planes coming and going all the time from the Auckland airport. And one Saturday afternoon, Speedy says to his mum and dad, "My turn for a trip. I'd like to go to Papamoa to visit my cousin Steady." Mum says, "It's an awfully long way, Speedy. You can't get across Auckland City by sea. So therefore you need to go out of the Manukau Heads, head north to Cape Reinga, and then come all the way back down the eastern coast of Northland before you cross the Hauraki Gulf, around to Coromandel Peninsula and down onto Papamoa." Speedy looks at his mother's map and says, "You're right, it is a long way, but I'm fit and I'm strong, I can do this." So on Sunday morning he heads out. He's crossing the Manukau harbour and he's going quite well until the tide turns. Then he realises he's going to have a few lessons on this trip. He's got a lot to learn. He does get out of the Manukau harbour that day and it ends up going to Piha. Each stop on the trip each day happens at a surf lifesaving club in New Zealand around Northland. And at each stop he is greeted by two lifeguards. They're not ordinary lifeguards, but they're fruit and vegetable lifeguards, and they give him a sustaining meal. We look at maps and compass points on his journey as we trace his clockwise trip around Northland, and we see some lovely scenery on the way. The illustrations in the book are hand-rendered. They have a bit of computer manipulation at the end. Sometimes I have needed to go to public domain images, or I have asked permission when I've used someone else's photo. I'm hoping that the book can be used as a fundraiser for the Surf Lifesaving Clubs of New Zealand. They can buy the book at pretty much cost, sell it to their members and friends, and use the profits for their own use. The New Zealand Lifesaving Association are not government funded, but they have to rely on grants and sponsorship for their equipment and so on. So I'm hoping that this can be used for the lifesavers. They do a wonderful job for us, making us able to have a fearless swim, just like Speedy. Well, Speedy has his moments, but I'm looking forward to finishing this book, and hopefully it will be used for the New Zealand Surf Lifesaving Club.